Welcome to Chanakya Academy online tutorials. Myself Kailash Vilegave. In the last video, we discussed about the introductory part and content of the topic. In this video, we will see the nervous tissues. Before going toward the nervous tissue, we will discuss some characteristics which is shown by nervous system. So, characteristics of nervous system. In that, first characteristic is it is rapid. The action of this nervous system is very fast, very rapid. Second, it works through a electrical signals, or it is also known as electrical impulse, or it is also known as nerve impulse. And third, that is it passes through a particular direction, means it transmit or passes through a particular direction. These are the three main characteristics of nervous system, and this nervous system is composed of nervous tissue, means all the nervous system is made up of this nervous tissue. Nervous tissue, they are ectodermal in origin, and they show two main functions or two main significance. First, that is excitability, and second, that is conductivity. Excitability, in this impulse is generated, and second, whatever will be the generated impulse, that is conduction of that impulse is done, that is known as conductivity, or sending information or message is known as conductivity. And these nervous tissues are of two types. One, that is neurons, and second, that is neuroglia cells. It is also known as glia cells. We'll see one by one. First, neurons. Neurons having power of generation of impulse and conduction of impulse, and they don't have ability, or they loses the power of cell division, means they don't do cell division. Okay, we will see the structure of this neuron. The structure of neuron mainly consists of three different parts. One, dendrite, second, body, and third, that is axon. We will draw this diagram here. These are the projections coming from body. This is the body part of the neuron cell. In this body part, a small nucleus is there at the center, and this is the dendrite part. Dendrite is branched, bifurcated part. And from this body, a long process arises. That long process is nothing but axon. And axon get terminated by axon terminals, and at the axon terminal end there is a swollen structure present that is known as axon end bulb. We will give the names of each part. This is dendrites, then this is a nucleus, and this whole portion that is known as body, or it is also called as soma, or also called as cyton. This is the cyton part. There the nucleus and cytoplasm is present, and the cytoplasm of this body or neuron is granular cytoplasm. The cytoplasm is granular due to presence of fragments of RER. In this cytoplasm, the fragments of RER, rough endoplasmic reticulum, is present. That's why the cytoplasm is somewhat granular, and as they contain rough endoplasmic reticulum, so ribosome is there, and ribosome is, as we know, ribosomes are a precursor for the protein synthesis. Means in the cytoplasm, this granular cytoplasm is responsible for the protein synthesis, and this granular cytoplasm is also known as Nessels granule. As the scientist who discovered this, that's why it is also known as Nessels granules. We will go towards the axon part. This is whole axon part is there up to this. This is axon, and this is the axon terminal part. Axon terminal. This axon terminal part is deposited by, this axon part is deposited by, or deposition is done by myelin sheath. Okay, we will draw this myelin sheath here. Myelin sheath is nothing but it is a secretion of Schwann cells. These are the myelin sheath deposited here over the axon part. If myelin sheath is not there on an axon part, then that neuron is known as non-myelinated. We will discuss this in the types of neuron part. This is myelin sheath. Okay, and this myelin sheath is nothing but a secretion of some special type of cells known as Schwann cells. These are the Schwann cells. Means Schwann cells secretes a secretion known as myelin sheath, and this secretion is deposited over the axon part, and it has a property of electrical insulation. So also give the protection to the axon, and whatever be the nerve impulses goes from dendrite to the axon terminal, the that impulses may not interfere with another impulse. Okay, then this is the axon terminal and the swollen part. This is axon terminal and the swollen part is known as axon end bulb. Okay, as we know in the structure, see the projections coming from the body and forms branches. Many branches are there, that is known as dendrites, and second part, that is body having one nucleus inside the cytoplasm, that is the cytoplasm is granular cytoplasm. Why? Because of some fragments of RER are present, so the cytoplasm is granular. That cytoplasm is also known as Nelson's granule because it is discovered by the scientist name, so he gave his name, that is Nelson's granule. And we know as the fragments are made up of RER, that is rough endoplasmic reticulum, so it has a property of protein synthesis. And then axon part, axon is deposited by some secretion which is secreted by the Schwann cells, and another part here we forgot to draw, that is where the deposition of myelin sheath is not there. Some parts are here where the myelin sheath is not deposited. That part or that portion is known as node of Ranvier, where the myelin sheath is not deposited. Okay, and last part, that is axon terminal, ends with a axon end bulb. After that we will see the different types of neuron. The types of neuron is classified on various bases, so we will see one by one. This neuron is classified on various bases, or classification is done on various characteristics. First characteristics on which they are classified, first, that is on the basis of myelin sheath present or absent. Types of neuron. Under that, the neuron is classified by different various properties. First, that is on the basis of myelin sheath present or not. Second, on the basis of their function or nature. And third, that is on the basis of how many arms or processes they have. So classification is like this. First, on the basis of myelin sheath present or absent. Second, on the basis of their function or the nature of that neuron. And third, that is on the basis of how many arms or processes present on it. Okay, first we will see this on the basis of myelin sheath present or absent. They are of two types. One, that is if myelin sheath is present, then that neuron is known as myelinated neuron. And second, if myelin sheath is not present over the axon, then it is known as non-myelinated neuron. Second, that is on the basis of their function. There are two types again. One, that is sensory neuron, and second, that is motor neuron. Motor neuron. The sensory neuron carries the impulses from sensory organ to brain or spinal cord, and motor neuron carries the impulses from brain or spinal cord to effector organ. On the basis of their function, there are two types. First one is a sensory neuron, second one is a motor neuron. Sensory neuron carries the impulses from sensory organ towards brain or spinal cord, and motor neuron carries the impulses from brain or spinal cord toward the effector organ. And on the basis of how many arms or processes they have, they are of three types. One, unipolar neuron, second, bipolar neuron, and third, multipolar neuron. Unipolar neuron, bipolar neuron, and multipolar neuron. In unipolar neuron, from the cyton, only one process arises, and that is the axon part, and as well as the dendrite parts on that process. So this is the body part, and from this body only one process arises, and it was either dendrite or axon. So it is known as unipolar neuron. This is the body part, and this is the dendrites. Then bipolar neurons, in this, from body two processes are arises. See how it is. This is the body part, and from this one process, and second, that is a dendrite. This is the dendrite part, body part, and this is the axon. This is known as bipolar neuron. And third, that is a multipolar neuron. In this is the body, and from this many processes or many arms arises. So it is known as multipolar neuron. This is a multipolar neuron. Dendrites are much more here. And this is the axon part. So generally multipolar neurons are present in a large quantity in our human body. So this is all about the neurons, and after that we will see the second nervous tissue, that is neuroglia cells. After this neuron we will see the neuroglia cells. Second, that is neuroglia cells. Neuroglia cells, or it is also known as glia. Glia means glue. Okay, as name indicates, glue means they are providing support to the neurons, or the main function of this neuroglia cell, it is supporting function, supporting to neurons. It provides physical support to cells, nerve cells. It also have ability to electrical insulation. And third, very important, that they have property of engulfment of debris. whatever may be the ruptured or dead cells are there, that cells get engulfed by these neuroglia cells. So neuroglia cells are of three types of neuroglia cells. Three types of neuroglia cells are there. First, that is astroglia. This is also known as astrocytes. Astrocytes. Second, that is oligodendroglia. Oligodendroglia. And third, I will write this here over here. Third, that is microglia cells. Microglia cells. Okay, what these astroglia cells do? These astroglia cells holds the two neurons apart from each other. Means the two neurons which are very close to each other, they cannot coincide with each other, because if coincidation is there, what happens, the impulse may get crossing over on another neuron, so that may be avoided here due to this astroglia. Second, it holds the blood vessels close to neuron, because neuron is a cell, and that cell requires energy, and for that purpose the cell this blood vessel gives oxygen and other material. The blood vessels close, these astroglia cells hold the blood vessels close to the neuron. Second, that is oligodendroglia. This oligodendroglia have ability to electrical insulation, and as we know, electrical insulation is done by myelin sheath, which is secreted by the Schwann cells. Myelin sheath secretion is done by this oligodendroglia. Means Schwann cells are nothing but the oligodendroglia, which secretes myelin sheath, and this myelin sheath provides electrical insulation. And third part, that is microglia, they have a property of engulfment of debris. Debris get engulfed here. So these are all about the nervous tissue. So please guys, watch all the videos regarding this nervous system, and please subscribe our YouTube channel. Thank you.